I am a grateful person.
I am a bright star in the midnight sky.
I am my ancestors' dreams.
I am one of a kind. I am Nisha, Kiara Moose, Jesse White, and JJ the OG.
I am T, Pod 19, Quaban, and CEO Capone.
I am No Cap, Fisherman, DD Did It, and Seven.
I am Coop, Baby Dre, and Drew.
Today is
A magnificent day.
A wonderful day. And today is great because we get commissary. Let's
This moment
go.
is focused because we get out of our room.
Today is
Today is many of one I have seen. Today is another day that I've been feeling trapped, hoping to get home without a doubt. This moment is the moment I get to think twice about life, hoping no one judge me for my hidden mistakes. I hope.
I hope to learn new things and new dreams. I hope.
Hope is an angel. I hope.
Hope doesn't ask you for anything. I hope.
Hope gives you a reason to want better and do better.
Good afternoon, everyone. For the past month, we've been reading,
Listening.
Writing.
We've been reading William Shakespeare, Langston Hughes, and Gwendolyn Brooks.
Claude McKay, Matsuo Basho, Tupac Shakur, and Emily Dickinson.
We've been listening to Maya Angelou, Clint Smith, and Elizabeth Acevedo.
Jay Ivey, Kendrick Lamar, and Sarah Kay.
And we've been writing ourselves, and we've got stories to tell.
And if we don't tell our stories, they won't be told at all.
Or worse, someone else might tell them for us.
Every day is a struggle. It's a challenge. We got a lot of stuff bottled up inside of us. Words waiting to come out. Heartbeats ready to hit the page.
Sometimes it gets lonely in my cell. Sometimes I want to yell. Eating cookies all day, sometimes they be stale. Should have stayed in the house. Instead, I ran towards hell. If I was 18, I would have been made bail. Since I want to act grown, gotta lay in that cell.
It's frustration in a jail. It's frustration in life. I hope everything gon' be all right. In the middle of the day, in the middle of the night, I just gotta bring it to the light. And one wrong move, it can cost us our whole life.
Fear runs within us. I hope we overcome our fears, but not to bring others tears. I hope for my sins to be forgiven, but not forgotten. For my path to be bold and solid. And as I get older, I hope to take this heavy weight off of my shoulders. I've been through worse weather that was colder. Life can sometimes get hard, but you have to think about God and the way He'll heal your scars. As I sit in my cage, while my mind is free as a slave, for all the wrongs I have done, I can see how your past can catch up with you, no matter how far you run. But it's okay, 'cause you can turn around and do right and get back on your feet. I made this poem by the feelings of my heartbeat.
Speaking of heartbeats, this is If We Must Die by Claude McKay. If we must die, let it not be like hogs, hunted and pinned in an inglorious spot, while round us bark the mad and hungry dogs, making their mock at our accursed lot.
If we must die, oh, let us nobly die, so that our precious blood may not be shed. In vain, even the monsters we defy shall be constrained to honor us though dead.
O kinsmen, we must meet the common foe, though far outnumbered, let us show us brave. And for their 1,000 blows deal one death blow, what though before us lies the open grave.
Like men will face the murderous, cowardly pack, pressed to the wall, dying but fighting back.
That was an iambic pentameter.
The rhythm of the heartbeat.
Oh, Kinsman, I love that jump right there. Yo, Kinsman, you hear me?
Oh.
I said I can't wait to get back out on the town.
And pop out like a clown to stay around.
Okay.
I never let nobody bring me down.
Okay, girl. I'll take it.
The case shook us up. Got us talking about how it feels to have the world on your shoulders. Got us talking about
How you gotta look up. A lot of people stay looking down. They forget that there are clues everywhere, but you can't see the clues if you stay looking down. Hunted and pinned in an inglorious spot. Yo, Kinsman, finish this line for me. Forever keep your head.
down.
On.
Forever keep your head.
About you.
No, up. Forever keep your head.
Up.
Yo, Kinsman, I can't hear you, my kinsman. Forever keep your head.
Up.
Forever keep your head.
Up.
Hey, yo, Kinsman. Y'all about to be featured on this next jump we about to do right here, all right? All right? If our heads are up, then our eyes can be looking down. All right, I think they ready.
Wait.
What they gotta say first, though?
We gotta explain what they gotta say.
All right.
When we say, forever keep your head up, y'all gotta say, don't ever look down. Okay? Let me hear it. Forever keep your head up. Don't ever look down. All right.
I think they're ready.
I said, forever keep your head up.
Forever keep your head up. Forever keep your head up. If you're always looking down, it's easy to get knocked to the ground. Pick your head up. Use your eyes to look around. Forever keep your head up.
There's clues everywhere. They just gotta be found. When they call you a failure, don't you give them a frown.
Forever keep your head up.
How about you give them a smile? Tell them that ain't even a sound. When the world knock you down, you should feel real proud.
Forever keep your head up.
You got talent in you. That's the reason they don't want you around. So I'm going to use my first sentence and say, forever keep your head up.
Good job, Kingsman.
Nice.
Don't you do it, y'all. Don't you ever be looking down. Look up.
Ain't always easy looking up, though. Because when you look up sometimes, you remember where you are.
When I
Got
look
that
up-
cell?
Got the bars.
The ceiling.
When I look up, I see 4 walls and a bunk.
When I look up, I see uniforms around me.
When I look up, I see troubled kids that need to be separated.
And it isn't just what we see. It's what we touch, taste, smell, and hear. It's all of our senses and the memories attached to them.
I touch guns. I taste disgusting food. I think all kids are traumatized. I want all counseling to be free. I am traumatized.
I touch guns. I've seen bloodshed from my brothers. I've been on both sides of a gun. And I felt pain ever since I was a little one.
I see police. I hear gun violence. I smell hope. I touch freedom. I think life is easy, but hard. I wonder when I'm getting out. I want the system to change. I am a better person.
I hear people talking. I feel alone. I want freedom. I am one of a kind.
I see me changing the world. I hear me speaking sense to the young men. I touch the pen. I taste freedom.
I see people that want to change. I touch people's tears. I want second chances. I am changing.
I see a place that was once dangerous to all. Lightning strike a place that was once devious and full of danger, be turned into a place of grateful wonders.
As I sit in my cage and don't have nowhere to turn, I can't see the moon or the sun, the way it burns. But as I'm in my jail, gelling, I keep my head to the sky.
Yes.
When I spread my wings, I feel like a bird and fly. I see clouds.
I hear my mama talking.
I smell air freshener.
I taste bubble gum.
I taste chocolate milk.
I see grandma's house.
I touch my granddaddy's beard.
I want everybody to go home.
I am a kind person.
Memories are snapshots, and senses are the camera. That's what haiku is. It's like a picture. It's like a picture that can't be deleted or burned up. It's forever.
And it got its own unique structure. Haiku is a total of 3 lines with 17 on, which are sort of like syllables, but not quite. In English, we don't have on. So, haiku is both written and translated in English.
Have 5.
7.
Then 5 syllables. We read some Japanese haiku, like these 2 junts right here, by Kiyoshi and Basho.
The short summer night, a dream and reality are one and the same.
Spring is passing now. The birds cry and fish's eyes are brimming with tears.
Now, I don't know about y'all, but we ain't in Japan.
And y'all know what they say about writing.
You better write what you know.
Summer is too hot. It's time to go to the pool, sitting by the fan.
In winter, it snows, icy roads, nowhere to go, snowmen everywhere.
With no chance of rain, swimming pools on a hot day, cooling with ice cream.
I wish for freedom. I wish they will stop violence for the best of us.
Haiku almost always includes a piece of nature. It helps us focus on nature, what it can teach us, on what nature can tell us or make us feel.
Those haiku got us thinking about how things were out there, on the outside. Helped us remember from before we were here.
And when the haiku was done, the memory and the feeling were bubbling to the surface.
Memories like snapshots of us fishing or taking a walk or the sun coming down. And we imagined what it would be like if nature could talk.
The bass in the pond once said to me, "Spread your wings and be free like me. Don't do things you'll regret later on, and live your life forever on." One last thing I have to say, heed my words day by day.
Flowers are blooming. The kids will play. If you look at the view, it's a nice sunny day today. The birds will sing, the wind will shout. Everybody getting along, because the positive energy out. The grass is green, the sky is blue. I'm feeling good. How about you? The air is rich, the sun is bright. If we all try harder, we can reach new heights. There is always a rise, there is always a fall. We should really be blessed, because we've seen it all.
When the moon is set in the middle of the sky, the owls will sing with a cheerful cry. The sky is black with a smoky glow. It's like you get lost in your thoughts, but no one knows. It's a blissful sight to see it, although if you listen closely, you might hear a crow. The mice will run, the bats will fly. When it hits 12 o'clock, it's midnight time. It sounds so quiet, but sometimes talk. With the blink of an eye, midnight can walk.
The ocean is blue, the trees are green. If you come home with me, we can have some wings.
Wings sound delicious, actually. Can we go to
Sauce on the
Crumpy's, though?
side.
Oh, yes,
With
a
the
little bit of
carrots, too.
ranch, some
This
celery
one
sticks.
poem read
That
by
sounds
Elizabeth Acevedo was about rats.
A lot of people don't like rats.
Elizabeth's professor in college, I guess he didn't like rats either. Because when Elizabeth told him that she was going to write a rat ode, he laughed at her.
He told her rats weren't worthy of poetry.
But she wrote the poem anyway, because rats were part of her experience. She thought that they were worthy of a poem.
An ode is a love song. It lists something from the ordinary to the extraordinary. An ode to an unsung hero.
Our odes are to the toilet. Ah.
Where would I be without the porcelain throne? The place I go when I can no longer hold my water on my own.
Yes.
Without you there, my clothes would be wet. My friends would all judge me, and my kidneys would be in debt.
I know that's right.
They would.
You allow me to release so much and ask for nothing in return. Even when I'm full of crap, it's for the porcelain throne that I yearn.
Yes.
When we need it the most, it is always there.
Yes,
It can't just get up and leave us, even though we put it through a lot.
a whole lot.
It's still by our side. It don't leave you sad. It don't let you down. It might trick you, but it still come through.
As you've seen, poems can be about anything.
They can be our memories, our deepest thoughts, or just stuff we see every day.
Poems can even be hopes or wishes for ourselves or for other people. I wish.
I wish. I wish.
I wish I could change the situation between me and my mother.
I wish. I wish. I wish.
I wish I had no regrets.
I wish. I wish there was no hate or anger inside of me. I wish.
I wish I could fix my mistakes and become a better person.
I wish.
I wish.
I wish
I had a rewind button.
I wish I could talk sense into some people. I wish
I wish there were no judgment.
I wish I knew how to change the problems in my life right now.
I wish
I wish I could better myself.
I wish I could love myself, but I never had nobody to love me. I want to be happy, but I never seem to find peace. I wish I could be the mother my son needs, but me and my mom never seem to get right. I wish I was happy with myself, but I'm not.
I wish I had no, even with precious eyes and a heart of gold. I wish I had the strength, but my heart is always weeping. I want no sensitivity. Knowing how to say no would be better for the soul. I wish I could say that. Even with precious eyes and a heart of gold. I wish I had no weakness in my soul. I wish I had no.
I wish for better days.
And I wish for everyone to come out of that dark tunnel that they're in.
For us, poems are how we can talk to ourselves.
It can be anything from the existential to the mundane. Memories, we can even grab our memories and talk to them through poems.
Or it can be anything that means a lot to us. It can be stuff we're passionate about or something that has deeply affected us.
For me, it's gun violence.
Loneliness.
Counseling.
Time.
We can work out whatever it is we're going through, even if it's hard, especially if it's hard.
I fear my outcome. Pacing back and forth in fear, wondering if fear is going to get up off of me. Fear, walk out that door right now. Your home is not here. I am not in fear. Even though fear is in me.
I've been stuck in one room. I really feel all alone. 4 walls to a cell, ain't even got no bell. Wonder when I'm going home. It's really been going on for too long.
Regret is something that's not hard to find, but it can feel like finding a needle in the haystack. We all regret sometimes in life, but you can't look back for what's not behind. It can worry you down to the lowest point and can always burn you away like a joint. Committing crimes, doing things we know are wrong, can have you in a place that you thought you never belonged.
Everybody seem fake. I'm antisocial. Everybody turn snake. I stay quiet. 'cause a lot of people lie. My brother in the sky.
Sometimes I wish I was in Hollywood and not the trenches. Even though I'm in the trenches, I still feel like I'm in Hollywood. You don't always have to carry your gun everywhere you go. But look out. They're out to get you for show. In my city, it's nothing but gangs and violence. Even the good people swing guns in silence. Even the mothers promote the violence. I say all this to say, can we come together and put the guns down? Even though it's coming from me, a person who is in here for a vicious felony. I'm tired. Bodies dropping every day with the price to pay. Mothers crying because a bullet swung the wrong way. Hope for better. As somebody close their eyes and meet the heaven gates. Because you will shoot, that don't make you a man. Be the bigger person and stay out the can.
Unarmed without my weapon? Feel like I've been called by the devil. My mama told me, son, you ought to humble yourself. My mama told me, son, the way you going, you ain't gonna have no life. My mama told me, God taught you a lesson. But I feel like the day I put down my protection, I'm gonna be pronounced on the scene. So I'm gonna choose my protection until I'm 6 feet underneath.
Why am I always so lonely? I feel like I'd just be communicating with the walls. I'd just be so frustrated with all the noises that be around me. I feel like I'm speechless from left to right. Why is there always nothing to do? Bull, bull, bull. Maybe I am just too lonely. At this point, we could say me and the walls are best buddies. I'd just be talking to the walls about life, like the walls can understand me.
I gave up my freedom. I gave up my space. I'm unhappy with this life. I don't like this place. Every day I get angry. Sometimes I'm very sad. I made some bad choices. That's why I'm so mad.
Man, it's so quiet in here. What happened to the noise? I miss being on the town, kicking it with my boys. Maybe I could check someone.
No.
Or kick and beat on my door. Maybe I'll just go to sleep. It's too quiet, I want no more.
Every day is the same thing for me. When I'm done twisting my hair, bored. When I'm done with my rec, bored. I get done doing some push-ups, bored. Bored, bored, bored. It cannot get away from me.
Time is something that weighs on nobody. It's like time comes with a lot of pain and hurt, and also with a lot of suffering and loneliness. Time keeps moving, even when something bad happens. Time can also trick you if you don't pay attention going forward. Time will make you cry if you let it take over. Time is money, so don't waste mine.
Buried under the debris of worry, waiting for hope's sunshine to shine brightly upon me. Burnt by the fire of jealousy, searching for life's right track, even though hate's load is heavy, I can't get it off my back. Entering the castle of doubt, drowning in the sea of guilt, wanting to find a way out. But my destiny hasn't yet been built.
And sometimes, if we let it, poetry can help us reflect. It can be used as a tool, not to make us forget, but to help us find the courage to move on.
This poem is about Payne. For my brother who is lost and is now in heaven. Pain is temporary, but I felt it when I looked at my brother's obituary, late night on the street with nobody to talk to, knowing that the only people you love in life are gone. But I know they're in a better place, doing better. heart broken into a million pieces that cannot be taped back. But I'm wishing I could have saved time to take back. Casket, crowds, and cries are all you hear. Why be afraid if we all got to leave here? Rest in peace, big brother.
I wrote this poem about my best friend's death and how it made me feel. They say the good die young. I wonder, is that true? Because my best friend's heart was as pure as the moon. In this life I live, I'll probably see you soon. At night I cry myself to sleep, thinking about you. And then I tell myself, hold on. Then I remember, keep strong. And through the day, I try to keep a calm tone. But when I'm in this cell, I feel all alone. But it's okay, because I've always been like that. My mama heard tears fall down my face, and she said, it's all right. God got him. He's in a better place. But I feel like death is so weird. I feel like death come upon all the ones you love and all your emotions disappear. And my blurry vision becomes chlorine water. Asking God to help me see. Saying, help me, help me, help me. Do I seem helpless? But then again, maybe so. Because at night I fall, knees to flow. Remembering Amir's laugh and Amir's jokes. We was only stealing cars because we had nowhere to go. I hope y'all understand, we didn't know no better. My memories would never forget you. It'll never be light as a feather. I still remember when we were face to face and eye to eye. Forever, keep my hands up. Long live Amir, face to the sky. Long live Amir.
Long live Amir.
Something I think we all forget is we are not the sum of our mistakes or our experiences. We got room to grow. We got room to change and learn and get better.
Lonely nights in my one-man cell, knowing I would have been home if they ever gave me a bail. Mama always warned me that the time was coming and told me to change my ways as a youngin'. I grew older and felt more wiser and started thugging in the street more and fighting. I wouldn't call myself a thug. I think more of a child who just need love. Wondering if me getting here was a mistake or if the Lord wanted me to take time to think. Made a promise that when I get home, I'm gonna change my ways and lay up with a girl that calls me babe. I am a bright star in a midnight sky. I shine brighter for the moment I could not.
You say I'm a failure? Dang, maybe you're right. I can give you a lot of reasons on why I say that you're right. I'm locked behind a cell reading books all night when I'm supposed to be at home with my people at night. But just because I'm a failure don't mean I can't change and do right. They say nothing in this world is brighter than the sunlight. Wrong. Us people is brighter than the sunlight. Mm-hmm. We got light bulbs in our heads, which makes us shine very bright. Yeah. It's just most people's light bulbs need to be screwed in tight.
That's all right.
So just like a light bulb, you should never turn left. You should always turn right. Because when you turn right, the word failure should be left out of sight.
Yes.
Control. Life is control. I don't know why, but it's controlling. You in control. You got this. Don't let that upside down world get to you. You in control. The reason I say you in control is because this is not your end. unless you want it to be. You feel me? I was in that spot. You feel me? I'm in control. This system will try to close you in, but it is up to you to stay out of the system. Do you feel me? My family been through a lot. We were at the bottom. My mama once told me, son, this is not your end. Man, I don't care what nobody say, because at that point I knew. Used to be bound to the streets. Thought the streets was my home. But listen to me when I tell you, the streets don't love nobody. Y'all probably think I'm just talking, but my actions speak loud. Trust and believe, not in yourself, but also in me. You are in control.
I want to graduate.
Okay.
And I hope for a better me. I fear to become the failure that I once used to be. My baby brother brings me joy. He's the happiest part of me.
So, yeah. I guess that's it.
You know, when we started reading and writing poems, we had mixed emotions.
We felt worried about expressing ourselves because we thought nobody would understand what we were going through.
But now we feel like we can express ourselves.
Now we feel like we can rise, like Maya Angelou.
We feel like we can hope, like Emily Dickinson.
We feel like we can become butterflies like Kendrick Lamar.
Or roses like Tupac.
And I just want to say thank you.
I want to say thank you too.
I want to say I had a long conversation with my mother. And we talked about improving my attitude and behavior. And it made me feel loved. Because my mama always been there for me. Thick and thin.
I want to say, before we was doing this, I didn't like expressing myself. I didn't like my emotions. You know, I didn't trust people. But now, ever since we've been doing this, I feel like I can trust y'all. And I love y'all for that.
I'm feeling blessed and happy today.
I feel desire.
I feel joyful and enthusiastic.
Feel joy, man. Love, man.
Okay.
Inspired, man.
So we just want to say thank you. Thank you for listening.
I hope to see you.
I hope to see you.
Hope to see y'all on the flip side. But before we go, we got one more poem for you. This was the first poem we read. It's called The Rose That Grew from Concrete, and it's by Tupac.
Did you hear about the rose that grew from a crack in the concrete?
Proving nature's law is wrong. It learned to walk without having feet.
It learned to breathe by keeping its dreams. It learned to breathe fresh air.
Thank God for the rose that lived in concrete when no one else ever cared.